What's up, everyone? I'm with Kelvin. He is a new funded trader with us at forexpropfirm.com with a 10K account. He successfully passed a two-step challenge easily, I would say. So that was pretty good. So it's always we'll see. Maybe I'm talking too fast, easy, but well, it seems simple. Trading is sometimes it's not easy, but it can be simple. But we'll see. So first of all, I just wanted to let everybody know that what we do at forexpropfirm.com. It's called forexpropfirm.com, but you can trade crypto, indices, metal, stock, everything. And our goal when we created the firm, we're now 3 months in, we started January 1st, was to beat all the other prop firm on every aspect. So we sit down, we look at all the most popular prop firm, and we wanted to beat them on the price, on the profit split, on the restriction, on the rules, on the support, everything. So we're doing a pretty good job so far. A lot of people have said that we're up there and even beating the best one. So you can always get started with a 10% discount. The discount code will be in the bio. The link will be in the bio as well. And this podcast and interview is sponsored by our broker, 𝐬𝐡. We always have a very good offer. You can get a free $5,000 instant funding account with us, so you don't need to pass the challenge. You can just start getting profit right away, and you get a free $5,000 account plus 12 months of our premium membership when you sign up with them or you refer 3%. So go check out the link in the bio for that. And now let's get into this interview. So, man, tell us a little bit about you.
Wow, a little bit about me. Well, you know, I was born in Dominican Republic, so I am Hispanic. I came to this country when I was about, 5 or 6 years old. You know, my father, he always believed in the American dream, right? So he sacrificed everything for us, me and my brother, to come here so that we can have the best opportunities ever. So yeah, I came here to New Jersey, and I've been in New Jersey for about 17 years. I've been here most of my life, and not so long ago, I actually went to Utah to live there for some time, because I wanted to go to school in a cheaper state, because school here in New Jersey is really expensive, and I actually had to drop out because I couldn't afford it. I was working 2 jobs, and I was also trying to go to school. And it was just too much for me. I couldn't handle it, all the pressure, and I just had no time for myself and to do anything. So, I went to Utah to try to study over there, and unfortunately things didn't work out over there either. So, I came back to New Jersey because my family was here, and I look for them to support, see what new action I could take, what new career I can do here. And yeah, so after that, I thought really hard about what I wanted to do with my life, because I never really felt comfortable working for somebody else. I never really felt good working at a job. I mean, I know most people don't like their jobs, right? It's like 85% of the people in this country or in the world, I'm pretty sure, don't like what they're doing. They hate it. So yeah. My dream was always to be an entrepreneur, always trying to make my own money, be financially free. And that's something to me that I think is worth the sacrifice, worth you taking the time, working hard, being disciplined, consistent, just trying to make it. And and that answers my trading journey, right? So I started trading, practicing, learning how to trade about anywhere 3 to 5 years ago. This is when I really started my trading journey. And I first started trading binary options. That's what really got me into this whole thing now, because
me too. That's why I'm laughing. Me too.
Yeah, man. People get you hyped. I've seen a lot of videos about these people making just like hundreds of thousands of dollars in a few months trading binary options, and I was like, wow, can I do that too? And that got me really curious about it. And yeah. No, it's a lot easier said than done, because when I first started trying binary options, man, I don't know what it is, but it's like you get greedy real fast, and you want to make that money really quick, and you find out really quick that that's not how it works. So I lost a lot of accounts. Like I kept trying to trade and but I just kept on blowing out of accounts trying binary options because it's a well, it doesn't have to be a get rich quick scheme, but most people get into it with that mindset, right? Because they want to make a whole bunch of money real quick, and that's how I always thought of it too. But I lost my money real quick. That's what happened. I blew my accounts real quick because of that mindset, and I realized that's not the way to go. That's not what I wanted to do. Um, so I also tried like taking alerts, like trading signals as well. That's something I also tried to do. You know, I tried to do everything possible to try to make some money with trading. So I tried trading signals, and you know, it didn't really work that well because it's inconsistent. Because sometimes you get signals and you're sleeping, and you can't really take the signals, or you're at work, you can't take the signals. So it was really frustrating for me because sometimes I missed out on profit. Then when I took some signals, I actually lost. So I was always in the negative, and I never really made any consistent profits trading that. So I decided to quit that. So you know, my last and final resort was for myself, right? I had to learn how to actually trade the markets myself because I figured that's the best thing to do because you can trade whenever you want and not depend on somebody else. So, you know, I started trading seriously a few months ago because I actually lost. I didn't lose my job, but I got laid off from my job a few months ago. I worked for the post office for about 5 years. I worked for them for 5 years, and ever since this pandemic hit, man, I don't know, things has been really crazy. A lot of people have been getting laid off, and yeah, like I mean, it's weird because like I had COVID a few months ago, and I went back to work, and I told them, hey, I'm back here. I'm negative. I can come back to work. And for some weird reason, they wouldn't let me back in. Like they told me, sorry, you have to get approved from our nurse for you to get back into work. And unless our nurse calls you, you can't come back in, which is, I don't know, I found that really stupid and ridiculous.
Wow.
And for that reason, I haven't gone back to work in about 6 months. So I don't know,
Oh,
like
wow.
the universe is funny though. Like I don't know why that happened, but during that time, I took time to really learn how to trade and be consistent because I felt like I had no other choice because I didn't want to go back to another job. I couldn't. I didn't like what happened there. Like I don't like the idea that somebody could just lay you off and whenever they want for no reason in particular, you know. So yeah, in the last few months, man, I've been really trying hard, waking up really early and just trying to really learn how to trade consistently and with more discipline. And yeah, I've been more successful than I've ever been in my life with these past few months because it's a mindset change you gotta have. It's like you either make it or you don't, or you go back to the life that you don't really want to live. So for me, it's like give it your all, do the best you can, or go back to that, you know, hellish life. So
Man,
yeah.
man, there's a lot, man, to unpack, but or point that I love and crazy stuff also that didn't like to hear, man. But wow, man, it's
Yeah.
so man, it's the first thing that comes to my mind is the sweater that
I just
I'm
saw that.
wearing. Like I was like, shit, man, like what I always wear
Wow.
it, but like it's like, man, did they officially tell you you're laid off, or it's been 6 months and there's just like, oh no, you cannot like get back in, blah blah blah, like just bullshit.
It's they say they have been trying to contact me, but I haven't received any of their calls. I think
Oh
they're
yeah,
just
that's
lying to
bullshit.
me,
Yeah, that's
right?
bullshit. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. They have my number.
Wow, that it's crazy, man. It's bullshit. we could get like 4 hours into that stuff, man. I'm from Canada, man. There was the Canadian trucker and all that. I interviewed one of the guy that
Oh yeah,
was distributing funds and Bitcoin to the truckers and all that. So I'm definitely a supporter, but and I definitely talk against all these stupid mandates and all that. So we could get really into it, but man, I totally got you, man. And it's crazy, man, because I've been like for years, like in my Instagram bio, right? I started because you talk about binary option. I discovered Instagram in October 2015. I discovered binary option the same month or so, started trying it, like same thing, like you said, like I flipped $200 to $800 in like 48 hours in 2 days. And I'm like, okay, I can get rich for real with this, right? And on the third days, I lose it all, right? Yeah. So you lose it even faster than you. And I blew multiple $200, $400 account. I was taking a little bit of my paycheck and all that. So I totally get it.
Me too.
Then, yeah, it's at that moment I discovered Instagram, and you know, it's not the same timing for everybody, and it's all good because you have all your life, man. I'm planning to live really old and and for a long time, like 100 years still. And I discovered Instagram like at that time, and since then I have like no more 9 to 5 in my bio of Instagram, like for probably 4 years until like 2020 or 2021. And eventually, like for some reason, I just took it off because, you know, my parents, they're still working, and I was talking with my father, and he understand me, but for some sense, he was like, not everybody is made to be an entrepreneur. And I was like, yeah, I understand that, and I was feeling bad for some reason and took it off. But now I just want to put it back because it's like now, like,
yeah, you should. It's a reminder. It's a reminder to people that they can do better. Like, you don't have to settle for it.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So no, I don't want to talk about me, but yeah, it was so, man, thanks a lot for sharing that. So you've been trading for 3 years, you said on your form, but you took it seriously just a few months ago. So basically you had to take it seriously, I'm guessing, right? And
yeah, man, because I have kids. I have 3 kids and my wife who's not really working. So I feel like I had no choice but to actually make it, you know, because everything just, like I said, I lost my job. Haven't really been able to make money, and unemployment. I couldn't even apply for. I applied for unemployment, but it's still backed up. So I haven't even had money coming from them. So yeah, like. Guys, it's game on. It's been a game on this whole year. I've been on it, you know.
Man, after we do this interview, I can give you a few tips. I don't know. Are you doing because I'm really good at making money online and all that stuff, man. Are you
really?
Oh yeah, did you get into that a little bit? Are you trying to do other stuff or just trading?
Well, when I really first started trying to make money online, I actually started with MLMs like I think like 10 years ago.
This is art.
Yeah, but that never worked for me, man. I never figured it out, and I couldn't do it. I don't know.
Same thing for me, yeah. But I'll when we get off this interview, I'll give you a few free ebooks that I made and all that, and a few resources to help you, man. And
that will help, man, a lot.
You'll see, you'll see, man. Because we can all, man, make a little bit of money online, either to do a bunch of stuff. I'll give you a few things. So yeah, so man, so talking about that, learning and all that, like, how did you, like, so when you said like, yeah, man, I really need to take this seriously, like, how did you start learning? Because you said, oh, I tried Signal, didn't really work, and I completely understand that, because I have another brand that we've been selling signals that for years, and now we're trying to do it more like a mentoring, so people can learn instead of just like basically
alerts, right?
Yeah, exactly. So and now people they go crazy anyway if they're just looking for signals, because we're swing trader, we're taking 2, 3, 4 trade per week, and they go crazy. There's like no signals. Like, no.
You gotta be patient. I know.
Yeah. So anyway, so man, what's so yeah, how did you learn?
Well, I did learn like from the binary options group I was in a few years ago. I did learn something from them about. So I was in that group. I bought a course there, and they taught me about support and resistance lines when the market's oversold and market's overbought. Like what usually happens, right? Everything goes up if it's too oversold, or everything goes down if it's too overbought. So I started with the binary options group first, and they taught me how the basics of everything. And then, well, where I mostly learned most of my knowledge was YouTube, man. YouTube is just a gold mine of information for free too. Like you don't have to join any group or anything. Like everything is out there. You can learn from it. So I've just been really watching as many videos as I possibly can about trading and the psychology you need to have for trading, and just, man, a whole bunch of strategies as well that that actually work, that are profitable. So yeah, YouTube was my thing. That's where I go to for everything. Because I mean, in this day and age, if you don't know how to do something, or if you want to do something, like there's not really an excuse for you not to do it, because everything is out there. There's so much information and knowledge for you to do something. So there's no excuses. So yeah, man, YouTube was where I learned most of my trading and the psychology you gotta have for trading.
Love that. I love that. I agree, man. I agree. 80%. There's a 20% you gotta pay, to my opinion, to get the real big information. But I consume YouTube like crazy. I love it, and I learn so much. So I agree a lot. So yeah. Cool, man. What's your trading style? Are you more like a swing trader, day trader, scalper?
I am more of I'm between like a day trader and scalper. So I look for short trades. I use mostly the 4-hour and the 1-hour chart. So I look for short-term trends, and I try to look for a small pullback so I can get on it and use. I use a short stop loss and a higher take profit. So like from 1 to 3 ratio on the take profit to stop loss. And yeah, that seems to work for me.
Got you. Yeah, sometimes it's not overcomplicating it, man. It's just keeping it simple for a lot of traders. Yeah. And like almost all the trader that I see on here being interviewed or being profitable even online in general, they're like naked trader, like basically just pure price action. And some of them, they also like add a few stuff here and there, but it's rarely some super complicated pattern or whatever.
Yeah, the more complicated it is, the harder you're making it for yourself. Like you really got to simplify trading as much as possible. And obviously, and one thing I learned that's really important is that don't be greedy, man. Like I know we're all trying to make a lot of money real quick, but you don't have to, especially in a fund. If you're trying to get a funded account, all you have to make is like 5 to 10% a month, really, and you can make that in a day. So you have that's the mindset I have now. Like I have all the time in the world. I don't have to make everything today. I have time. So that's a mindset change that you have to make in order to make it in trading.
Yep. Word. That's great. That's very great info. Cool, man. So yeah, I see the best trading pair you're trading is gold US30 and SPX 500, right?
Yes, that's right.
Awesome. And do you trade on any particular session? You told me you're from, I didn't ask, I don't know if you said it at the start of the interview or we were not recording, but you're from New Jersey, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm from New Jersey.
Cool. So yeah, same time as me.
Same time?
Yeah, meaning I'm on the same time zone. Same time zone.
Canada.
Yeah, I'm in Montreal, Canada, same as New Jersey and New York, and same time
Really?
zone.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So I'm guessing you're trading New York, or are you waking up for the London like a crazy trader?
I mean, I used to do that, but I realize I lose a lot of sleep during that. Like when I wake up in the middle of the night and try to wake up and look for trades, it didn't work for me because I feel like you need your sleep in order to think straight. So I
Yeah.
stopped doing that, and now I just trade, the New York session instead, and I stick to that.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's what I thought, and yeah, makes sense. I try to have my sleep as well. Well, go ahead. You were about to say something else?
Oh no, go ahead. No.
Yeah, I was just saying my sleep, man. I try. I know it's important, and I have a hard time, but I know it's super important. I try to hack a bunch of things to have a better sleep, but I still struggle with it. But it's really important. So many like health people, like they say, it's more important than food and then exercising and everything. Sleep is the number
Yeah,
one.
I think it is because I know there's a big difference when you don't sleep and when you do sleep. Wow, it's like you have more energy. That's how I think of it. It's like you're recharging yourself when you sleep. So if you don't get the full night's sleep, you're gonna be low on energy. So and that's gonna affect your trading for sure and everything else you do throughout the day.
Yep. Yep. I agree. All right. So, man, tell us about your history. We went through that pretty much. So share with us a challenge you face in your trading career and how you overcame it.
Oh, the number one challenge I face in my career was not sticking to a specific strategy, really. Like finding a strategy that works for me because everybody is different. Like you got to know your own trading style based on your personality. And I have a more of a passive personality. I don't really like to trade aggressive. So, I had to stick with a strategy that's more passive. That's not really too assertive and too aggressive. And so, and also sticking with my gut feeling about a trade, because a lot of times I know I believe the trade is going to move a certain way, and when I doubt myself and I have these tiny doubts, and that's when I panic and get out of trade, and then the trade does go the way I thought it would go, and then I have that regret, like that. Oh man, I knew it was going to go this way. Why didn't I stick to the trade? So that's the number one. Sticking to your strategy and stick with your gut feeling of what's gonna happen in trade. So basically you need to have discipline for that and self-control. So without that self-control, you're always gonna fail no matter what.
Yeah, I agree on that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, always something that people can work on. Self-control, man. Oh yeah.
I
All
mean, look at
right.
Will Smith, Will Smith.
Yeah, I saw the video yesterday for the first time because for 2 weeks I was like, oh man, I have something else to do, man. I don't know. I'm always on YouTube, so I fell down the rabbit hole yesterday. But yeah.
Eventually you have to, man. Everybody was talking about it. It's like what you couldn't miss it. And that's also a lesson for me. Like, wow, that's the importance of having self-control. If you don't have self-control, you lose everything. Look at that. He's lost his reputation.
Yeah, well, he didn't lose his freedom, at least. So
almost. You could have.
Yeah, some people said he should have, and he should have got arrested and all that, right? So
Yeah.
right on the spot. So man, it's crazy drama. But I'm like, when I was watching, I was like, man, like why people care so much about like these celebrities? Like,
yeah.
Anyway.
That's what I thought too. It was like, why is the whole world talking about this specific thing? Well, there's other things that could be going on. I thought it was weird to me. It's like, oh, well, that's the life we're living.
Yeah, man. All right. So describe describe a key moment in your trading career, good or bad? A key moment. Okay. So yeah, I was about to basically read your answer. So describe a key moment in your trading career, good or bad.
All right. Well, a key moment in my trading career was when I realized that I basically had to analyze the entire market, right? I had to take a step back and have an eagle eye view of the entire market, of what's going on, see the bigger picture. Because yeah, the smaller time frames are important for you to getting into a trade, but if you don't see the overall market, like where it's trending, where it's going, if you don't see the, you know, like the support and resistance lines in the daily time frames, you don't know, like it could be something you're missing. You don't know if it's going to pull back or you know, go up. So taking that bigger view and seeing the bigger picture of things definitely helped me a lot. And that's why I started to do it. You know, I started to draw the support and resistance lines in daily time frames to help me see the bigger support and resistance, you know, price action lines where I have to draw them at, so I can know where to take profit or where to sell or where to buy.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially coming from someone that says you're kind of a scalper day trader. It's cool to hear, because most people that trade with this style, they don't really care about the higher time frame and support and resistance. But that's really great, because obviously a lot of trader knows that the bigger the time frame, the stronger the candle and the pattern and all that are, right?
Exactly.
So,
yeah, you always want to ride the bigger wave. That's why you see, I mean, when you're scalping, like, I mean, you can like trade, but it's like your take profits can't be that big. You have to kind of, you know, scalp it out a little bit, because if the overall momentum is going down, you're gonna get thrown out. You're gonna get stopped out real quick. So if you're gonna scalp, you have to do it real quick.
yeah. Yeah, man. And do you have a routine for, like, in your lifestyle? You were talking about it a little bit, right? Earlier.
Oh, daily routine.
Or not?
I mean,
Maybe.
yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I want to say it's like, so it's just like, I mean, what I do every day, basically, you know, wake up, I take my kids to school. I wake up like at 7 in the morning. I get them ready. After that, you know, I usually drink my coffee so it helps me wake up throughout the day. And I haven't, like, I know I should exercise in the morning. Um, I I'm starting to do that now. Like I did it today, and I realize it does help me with my mental. But I usually just, you know, I wake up, drink my coffee, wash my face, and I kind of just go straight to the computer to analyze the markets, because I don't want to miss anything. I want to make sure everything is going my way. And yeah, after that, I pretty much, you know, I'm an introvert, so I don't really go out much. I kind of stay home most of the day, and just listen to music, and also have a I'm on YouTube all the time too. So like I have like a YouTube addiction. That, you know, I'm addicted to knowledge and just knowing new stuff. So that's basically what I'm doing all day, you know.
I love that. That's similar to me. But you said you had 3 kids. I don't have any kids, but besides
Oh,
that, that's similar. That's very similar, man. I have a YouTube addiction
oh,
as
you
well.
too? Oh
Oh yeah.
man, it's hard to
I ju-
stop.
oh yeah, man. Man, I don't even want to say how many hours per day I'm spending on YouTube, and every single day. It's insane, but I'm definitely, since I started, I'm an introvert as well, but like it's I wouldn't put a reason on that, but I started doing that way more when the what came in 2020 and
Pandemic.
everybody got locked up home. And like, man, like I don't know if it's because of that, but before I used to just listen to music mostly and all that, but now I love podcasts mostly. And then I watch a bunch of stuff, man, like watch unboxing video and people talking about watch, because I'm a Rolex fanboy. And
wow, really?
stuff, yeah, it's my new it's another like passion for me. And
I've never heard of that one.
yeah, it's man, it's a cool passion, because when you have money to invest, like when you start to make good money with your trading on your business, whatever, like like I got to ask, I always say this, I don't want to, it's not to brag, but I always feel like it almost every time I say, but I got to ask myself, like, one of the best questions you can ask yourself, and it's like, what should I do with this money? Like, I had bought a house and I was like, I'm making more money than my expenses. And I'm like it's like September 2020. And I know the inflation is coming and all that. And I'm starting to see like videos about people talking about Bitcoin and all that. And I already heard about Bitcoin a little bit. And I just thought about it. And literally I came up with like two things, like Bitcoin and Rolex. And watches in general, luxury watches. That's the two best thing that I've got the best return in the past 2 years during the pandemic.
Really? On the
Rolex?
That's weird. Rolex watches though? Really?
Yeah, so man. Like if you take any asset, like for example, like home, they went up like crazy as well, right? In some places, like really crazy. But if you look at in Canada in general, for example, it's like 2020 was like 15% and like 2021 25%, something like that. So like 40% increase in 2 years. Great. Wow. That Rolex, no, not that one, sorry, that one, there's like it's not an original anymore. There's like I use green emerald in it and like custom diamonds and all that. So it's special ones, but yeah, it's a special one. But like the other one that I bought, like a Rolex Bad Girl, that is like super, people are looking for it and it's a popular one. Like I bought it for 22,000 and it's now worth 36. So it made like even more. It made like 50% or 55% in a year and a half.
Wow, that's surprising, because I didn't think. Well, I don't know much about watches, but Rolex watches. I would think people buy more, like Apple watches and stuff like that. But Rolex watches, I don't know they were still a thing.
That's an insult for Rolex for a watch guy talking about it.
I don't know much about watches, so
that's good. I don't know why I got on that topic, but yeah, it's just So yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Let's get back to the interview. So yeah, I think I skipped a question or two, but we pretty much went through all of that. So that's really good. Like your risk management, you said the smart thing that any trader aims to do is to minimize losses and maximize profit. This way, the profit you will make will cover a smaller loss. So yeah, like you said, you're always doing 3-for-1 in risk reward ratio in your trade, or 3-for-1. Yeah, most of the time. Oh, that's big. And how much? What's your I probably have the info and all that, but do you know how much is your percentage of winning versus losses with that strategy?
Percentage. I mean, since it's 3-to-1, I mean, even if I lose 50%, like I'm still in profit. But
oh yeah, it's deeply in profit.
I always say it's about 70% because of the since I maximize the profit 3-to-1, even if I lose 2 or 3 times and I win 2 times, I'm still over. So it's about 70%.
Losses, 70% losses.
Oh no, wins, like 70%
Win. Oh wow.
Yeah,
I was about to say, dude, that is incredible, because even with, that wasn't surprising me, because I was like, that's what it is. Like, if you have a 3-for-1 return and you have like a 30% winning rate, you're still profitable at the end of the day.
That's true.
But that's why at the start of the interview I said, like, maybe I talk too fast, but like, you really done well. You know, it's great risk to reward trade and a great winning rate. And I schemed through like the account and all that, and it's, you know, I saw it was really great. So congrats, man, because I said it before we started. I think I said it, but not on the interview. So congrats for your 10K account.
Thank you, man. I'm really excited to get it. Like, I've been trying to get an account for a while, and it's finally happened. Like, I finally got it. Because before this, I applied before and I failed. Because
same prop firm or another one?
Yeah, same one. This one. Okay. Because I didn't know I was using a bot, and I didn't realize that the bot didn't put any stop losses. Even though I passed, the evaluation with the bot, I didn't qualify because, you know, I needed that 1.5 stop loss on each trade, and the bot didn't do that. So yeah.
It's because these bots, man, like, anyway, it's tricky, man. It's tricky. Like, most of the time, man, they will blow your account eventually if there's no stop. Like, you'll get one big hit, like, and you see it in the track record. It's like, just
I know. It happened to me like 3 times. I know. Like, these bots, they're not that trustworthy. I know.
It's hard, man, because I totally understand, because I'm following some people, and one legit guy, like super legit, he has a podcast and all that, and he is into algorithm trading and all that, and he's been talking about this for a year, so it's probably working. But I did a lot of research online, and I literally couldn't find bots that were making more than like 2.5, 3% per month. That was the best one I found. And obviously,
really?
And that was the return before giving your profit split or before you pay for it. So like, your real return is even less than that.
Oh my God.
So but it's not that bad. If it's really a bot that will not blow up, and like, let's say it makes 3% per month, and you have to pay 1% of fees, whatever, because it's 33%, 67% profit split, whatever. If you make 2% per month, it's just beating the inflation, but 20% per year or something, it's used to be very good. To be. Now with crypto and all that, and the inflation and all that, it's not the same.
It's not. I know.
So yeah, man, we're gonna wrap this pretty soon. We got a few questions left, but we're gonna let you do your day, and I'm gonna go create the account ASAP so you can have it. And I'm grateful for your time. So go ahead. You were about to say something?
No, yeah. Thank you, for this interview, because I'm surprised. I didn't think I was gonna get an interview or anything like that, but I feel like these interviews are important because, you know, it helps you see the actual trader and helps you get to know them, who it is that's gonna be trading your money, you know. So these interviews, I feel like, are important, and to see face-to-face interactions instead of just, you know, giving somebody the account and never even seeing them and stuff like that. So I thought it's good. It's a good thing.
Exactly. I love that, man. Thanks for that, because man, that's the whole point, and not the whole point, obviously, for marketing purposes. We're putting that online as well, obviously, right? But like,
nice.
Man. So we had 2-3 questions, and talking about online, usually I say that at the end, but I feel like it's a great opportunity. Do you have any social media or anything that you want people to follow you or whatever, or you're a private guy?
I mean, I am a private guy, so I don't really. I mean, I have a YouTube channel, but I'm not really active on it. So right now I don't have anything. Maybe in the future I might start something, but yeah, not right now.
You can let us know. We'll still put it in the bio and all that. So if the video is still up and all that. So yeah, man, that's cool. Most people, they are private, to be honest. They're the successful trader. Obviously, we see both. We see some people that are also really online and all that. But I would say there's a little bit more. It's more leaning on being private. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Because successful people, I think real successful people, they don't really want their business out there. They want to, they're more private and personal than being public and extroverted, right? Like, I don't know. That's how I feel.
Definitely. Unless your business is like, unless how you make money is like, you have to like a real estate agent, for example, or some Instagram influencer like me or whatever. I'm kidding. I'm just a business owner. I got cancel culture in the past 2 years. I'm not an influencer anymore.
You got canceled?
Oh yeah, no, for real. You see, like, I don't know if people will see it, but 𝐉𝐨𝐲 entrepreneur handle just here. Now my Instagram is 𝐉𝐨𝐲 entrepreneur Inc. and Pay with Joe, because 𝐉𝐵OSS entrepreneur is gone. Got shut down 3 times. I got it back 2 times. One of the time I pay $4,000 to get it back. To play Instagram, I'll go and get it back. But like I have 10 other Instagram accounts of our business that got shut down, and it's just, we don't know. That's the worst thing, but it's the cancel culture.
Is it just social media? Like, I know YouTube put a lot of restrictions too. Like,
it's just, there's just two reasons to the cancel culture. It's one, it started because of, when really with the Donald Trump era, it's at the end of 2022, second end of 2022, when the election was there. Like, they really didn't want him to be re-elected for whatever reason. I will not speculate if that was good or bad, but they didn't want him to be re-elected, like, no matter freaking what. Like, they said, we will do anything, and they did anything, like shutting down people and this and that. So yeah, I got shut down because I said some negative thing about some things that I didn't like and this and that and whatever,
But haven't opinion anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the first way people get shut down. But second way, there is some sketchy and people without honor that are basically using that thing to abuse the system, and like, they will bot report some account, their competitor. For example, our competition or business that are, in our niche and they don't like us, they will just like get our account shut down, or business account shut down. You can pay for that, or you can just have 100 people reporting the same account at the same time, stuff like that. And yeah, that's what
ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's people in the inside, basically. It's like people inside the actual company, social media companies, trying to mess with people.
It can be, if you have connection. Some people have connection.
I think that's what it is.
They do it, but it can also be just mass reporting, getting hundreds or thousands of people reporting the same account at the same time. And like, that's the algorithm of Instagram that will see, okay, there's 1,000 of people, 100 of people reporting that account, shut it down. And there's not even a human that is looking into this, really. And even when you get your account shut down, it's all an algorithm, and it's
bots.
That's what it is. So anyway, I love to have these crazy discussion with my traders on these interviews. So it's not just like reading a script and all that. So we go everywhere in these discussions.
That's good. Of course, this can't be automated too. It has to be authentic.
Yeah. So, man, we'll wrap this up with 1 or 2 questions that we got left. We got 2 questions left, basically. So yeah, how is trading with forexpropfirm.com is different from trading by yourself or with another prop firm?
Well, it's different because I'm not using my own money anymore. And because when you use your own money, right, there's a fear that you're gonna lose it, especially if you're putting in your rent money or money that you need to actually pay your bills with. If you're trading with that money, you're always gonna lose it because you're trading out of fear, right?
Yeah.
So when you have a prop firm give you like not give you money, but lend you money, use their money to trade with is different because that pressure is gone basically. And it's not like you're gonna lose it. No, you're not gonna try to lose it, obviously, because you want to make more money, but it keeps you accountable, right? It makes you you have no choice but take it seriously because somebody keeping you accountable because it's their money that they're lending you. And to me, you should be grateful that I'm grateful that something like that exists, that some prop firm is giving you money so you can trade with instead of using your own money. And yeah, that's the main difference, is that it's that fear of losing your own funds is gone. And you also have an opportunity to also increase your account. Like you move up levels, you start from 10,000 maybe to a 20,000 account, then 50,000. So there's progress to it as well. So that also helps out a lot.
I love that. Definitely. Yeah. That's why prop firm are so popular. I can tell you as a business owner that we were selling a lot of Forex signals in the past. We're not selling so much Forex signals anymore because people can learn to trade and get funded and all that instead of trying to flip account with signals. So definitely.
Yeah.
All right. Last one, and I'll let you go. And also, basically, I have another business call in like 10 minutes, but right when we're done with this interview, hit up my support, give your Telegram, and tell him to give me your Telegram, and so I can send some information that I talked about. I'll send a few things your way to help you. And also, we always like to connect with our trader in Telegram. So eventually we're gonna do some type of mastermind or something like that with all our funded trader.
Oh, wow. Cool.
As long as you keep it, as long as that's the thing. We're trying to figure out something because there's some people that are getting funded and then they lose the account, and then we're trying to figure out something so it works for everybody. Yeah. So talking about that, like last question, what would you recommend to someone who is just starting what would you recommend to someone who is just starting either with us or in trading in general?
Okay. So if somebody is just starting out trading, right? You need to really don't really think of the money too much, because if you think of how much money you're gonna make right away, and that's gonna be your focus, you're not gonna make much money, and you're probably gonna lose your money really, really quick. So you need to you gotta practice a lot. You gotta find a strategy that works for you. That's something that you can work with and practice it until you master it, until you become consistent with it, and until you have at least 65, I say, or higher win rate with that strategy, because at least you'll be in profit with it. And when you lose, like losses, I feel like when you lose a trade or 2 trades in a row, something like that, you go into a downward spiral and you think, oh my God, I suck at this, or I'm not gonna be good at this. You gotta realize that that's part of trading. Like you're not gonna win every single trade. You are gonna have losses, but the point is to just move on to the next one, because as long as you have a consistent strategy and it works, you're always going to be in profit, because you could lose 3 in a row, 4 in a row, but you could win the next 7 in a row. So just always remember that you are going to lose, and that's okay. You can always move on to the next one.
Boom.
Basically, yeah.
Great way to end this. I love that with a risk management tip. I love that. I love it because we talk about psychology and risk management. That's pretty much like we got it here. That's pretty much people probably can't see it, but it's 80% mindset, 20% skills.
Yes. I agree with that. I gotta have that too.
That's pretty much that. So, man, thanks a lot for this interview. It was very valuable. I will go real quick, get your account ASAP, and so you can start trading on it, and hit up my support so we can connect. And I will just end it with telling everybody that you can click the link in the bio and get your 10% discount. You can trade crypto, indices, Forex, metal, commodities, and even stocks, and get your free $5,000 instant funding account with a sponsor broker, 𝐻𝐡. You need to use our link in the bio. You will see the offer. You get access to our VIP signals, mentoring, and a free $5,000 instant funding account. So Kelvin, thanks a lot for your time, and congrats again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Take care, my man. You too.
Bye.
Great week.